Okay guys, I got a first little mod update for you. I'm gonna put 5 mods that I have done on this car so far. So far it's almost been a month with this car. I love it. The first one is actually blacked out. The little silver trim here. I think it looks much sharper with the darker theme that's going on. I also plan to tint this, but I'll do that later. The car's a little dirty, but... Next one I did is these little side blind spot mirrors. This is just a safety thing. I had these in my old car. I really like them. And you combine them with the blind spot monitoring, and I think you don't have to ever worry about turning your head in, which does help when you're driving. No exhaust, not yet. I plan to do that really soon. But one thing that I really like is that I put a little wireless CarPlay module here. So I got my phone in here, and it just loads up after a few seconds. Boom. Now this car only has one USB port, so if you need to charge, you have to sort of adapt. Ignore the mess, but I do have my little 1 to 3 connector here. It does have a USB, so that's what I use for charging, but I rarely ever use it, so not a big deal for me. But yeah, I really like this Apple CarPlay, especially coming from a 2006, which didn't have any. Combined with the sound system and everything, it's great. I love it, man. You just sit in the car and you just go, and it connects. And you can do everything on the map itself. And especially if you've ever used the system, if you have to type anything, you have to use this scroll wheel. It's going to take about 25 years to do that. So you just plug it in on your phone, just type it into here, and then you can just go for it. Okay, so the fourth mod that I did are these paddle shifter extensions. They are black painted in aluminum. They stick on. They have these little screws, but I didn't put them because you don't really need to. So I think this is my favorite mod so far, especially when you compare like the stock ones. They're really tiny, and I usually drive with my hands on the bottom, so I had to kind of do this kind of trigger action, which was a bit awkward. So now I'm really comfortable with using these paddles. You get way more range of usability. Now I will say, since these are metal, they do conduct heat pretty easily, so in the mornings they're kind of chilly, and I'm sure when you're in the summer they're going to be hot as soon as you start up the car. Just something to live with. That's okay. Okay, the final mod in today's video is going to be these little ambient footwell lighting. I have them set to red just to match with the rest of the car. Especially when you turn it on, you can see the cup holders, accent lighting on the sides. I think it matches really well. Same shade, same brightness. It adds a nice little bit of flair to the car. Also have it set to the rear seats as well, if you can see that on both sides. Okay, so the way that I control those lights to turn them on and off is through this USB switch. I have that installed and stuck over here. It looks mostly out of the way. It's just a little one touch up and down. I wish I could somehow wire it into the interior lighting. When it turns on, that turns on as well, but for now it'll do. So yeah, this is the first of, I hope, many updates. Okay, thanks for watching. We are at 85,700 kilometers. Stay tuned.